The monitor, I basically plugged it along. I got the rudder in, and the little bracelet goes on. I'm going to have to whack that off to get that. It's actually too long. It needs to be basically flush with the rudder itself. But I did get the propeller on and a styrene rod, and I would show you all a little more better picture of it, but I don't want to take it off stand quite yet. And basically I just tacked it on, and because once I get it painted, I want to have to rip it back out so I can put it on the base. But anyway, I got a couple more photo etch parts to put on, basically the flag posts, and then it's basically ready for paint. And I'll probably get it primered middle of the week, and then probably start painting next weekend if everything goes according to plan. The B1, I've basically been plugging along. I got the back tail fin, got the wings glued on, and I basically sanded all the seams on here and just got a little bit more to go. Probably going to have to, Rod, you're probably going to have to put this on when you get it. I think it's more of a tail breaker, and basically I just went in and almost finished sanding everything on the sides here. Trying to finish the other side. Got the doors on, at least my styrene doors, and I'm going to take a scriber and I'm going to scribe down the middle, just make fake doors. But I did get in what I could, and pretty much just rocking and rolling on it. But I got to take some tulip, if you can see right there. I got to fill that in. Putty just was too much. I think tulip will just be a whole lot easier and a lot less messier and a lot less work. But anyway, I'm pretty much hopefully a couple more days, get everything scribed, sanded, and I can get this thing all in primer, and then we can start painting it. But I did, while the primer was drying on the sides, I did start doing the masking on the canopy here, and then of course I got to paint the cockpit, which will just be basically a dark gray and a black wash in there, and that will be the detail painting of the cockpit. The Joltin Josie, just like the B1 over there, I was been sanding away at the fuselage. I started adding little bits and pieces of parts on here. Started doing tulip on the gaps here. I got about one, maybe two more applications of tulip, and then I should be, I think it'll be blended in just right. And then I'll be able to shoot some primer on there, and then get a black base coat and start shooting silver on. But I did get some of the doors on. I am going to modify some of the parts, like this here. This actually goes like in here. It's supposed to stick out just a little bit. I'm actually going to trim them. I'm going to make them go inside a little farther, and to prop the doors up, and that's just basically hold the doors in. And I don't think the doors will come off, so I'm going to go ahead and tack them on. There might be a couple parts on here that I'm going to leave off, especially around the tail here and the tail end here, and that'll have to be put on once it's received on the other end. So that's where I got on the Joltin Josie. So hopefully I'll get a little bit more done today and throughout the week, and get that basically to the painting stage. The Killer Shrew, I did a little review on that from the this kit's from the Sculpting Warrior. It's just a very, very simple and almost fun kit. I mean, basically you had to put the jaw and the fangs on, and that was it. And there's one little gap, basically right here, and it's basically caused by the tongue. Basically whacked off the back of the tongue. You could probably get a flush fit, but I sanded it down to a point and super glued it on, and then took white tulip and just filled in the gap. And once you put paint on it, no one will ever know. So that's about the only putty work I had to do to it. And now, after I washed it, all I gotta do is shoot it with some primer and then start painting. And that'll probably be next weekend when I'll paint it. Painting is always on weekends. Every time during the week, it's almost impossible to paint. It's basically, I just make it construction week. And I'm going to leave all the, basically get the severed foot, I'm going to leave that off so he'll be able to put it where he wants to. And as with the nameplate, I will, after I get that painted, I will just leave it loose and he can attach it or leave it or however he would like. So that's really basically it on this killer shrew. So hopefully I'll be able to start painting that next weekend and basically get everything primered up and ready to paint for the weekend. But anyway, that's basically what I got going on today. And I want to do another video on the quick update on the shed, so stay tuned for that. But that's what I got going on today. I got the Joltin Josie, the monitor, the killer shrew, and the B1B. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.